You're watching the news on NTA International. In a collective quest to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, and particularly in the era of COVID-19 and beyond, there is need to achieve sustainable food systems and productivity, and also to promote agribusiness and food preservation. This was the takeaway from the 2020 World Food Day meeting, virtually organized by the Food and Agriculture Organization in Nigeria. Justin Ben Munyi reports.
This year's World Food Day comes with a message from the FAO that the celebrations call for a global cooperation and solidarity to make sure that the threats COVID-19 is posing to food security and agricultural livelihoods are confronted, and that the most vulnerable are able to get back on their feet. FAO Nigeria country representative made this assertion during a webinar with the Nigerian government representatives and other development partners. Emphasis was stressed on the importance for governments to urgently address the devastating effects that the economic slowdown will have on the most vulnerable populations, as timely response is of essence to build effective social protection responses and policies that ensure safe conditions and decent incomes for smallholder farmers.
That no sector is more important than agriculture in sustaining livelihoods, food security, in nutrition, in managing conflicts, in nourishing the population with healthy foods, in economic development, particularly the link with exportation of agricultural products that he was talking about, and certainly engaging private sector. So on one hand, we do development support, on the other, we also link to investments, especially with the private sector. This is very important.
So this way must continue to deploy interventions that will reduce food loss and waste on one hand, and financially empower the vulnerable, most especially women in agriculture, and financially handicapped at the rural and suburban or urban environment on the other hand.
Generation of employment, especially for the youth, and inclusiveness of women and the vulnerable through agricultural value chains and other sustainable interventions was another issue of reminder.
More efficient agriculture combined with opportunities for small-scale farmers through value chains to access the markets in Nigeria and beyond must go hand in hand.
So for me, sustainability is how does Nigerian government leverage her policies to engage with the market and therefore take advantage of the young population that is not only a demographic representation but an agricultural demographic representation. And we have solid data today that has moved us past the narrative that our farmers are aging. No, young people are involved in agriculture today. At least we have 500 million recorded farmers tied to their businesses, and over 60% are youth.
The 2020 World Food Day came with a theme: grow, nourish, sustain. Together, our actions are our future. And the day coincides with the FAO's 75th anniversary. Justin Ben Munyi, NTA News.